This map first impressions video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hey guys, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at the old farm countryside. This map can be found over at modhub.us or Facebook. I will have a link to both of those descriptions or both of those locations. And the reason I'm linking to both is that the modhub.us link is to upload it, I believe. And yep, it's to upload it. And I know lots of people are kind of emotional about uploaded. It's fine. You can choose what you want to choose. But at any rate, on the Facebook page, there is a link to share mods. Now, I know some people are emotional about share mods. Can't really help this if you're emotionally tied to one or the other. But at any rate, share mods will let you download it a lot quicker than uploaded will. Those are your two choices from me. Of course, you're free to go and find this map somewhere else, but I can't vouch for the map as far as quality goes. I do know that this map has been released in beta, and I do know that this beta map was scattered all around the internet from all four corners. And if you download the beta version, it won't be version 1.0. Okay? So, giving you a link to where version 1.0 are. If you want to go find it somewhere else, it's on your own accord. At any rate, let's go ahead and jump on in here, because this is a really, really nice map. So we're going to go with our Mahindra, Crosshair, and Hammer Collision. Go ahead and pull up the log. And what we're going to do during this video is something a little different. We're going to kind of do our little normal intro where we talk about the PDA, sell points, the starting equipment, and then we're going to jump into about a 5-minute fly around where I kind of talk about the map as we fly over it. And then we're going to come back to the main farm, and we're going to, at that point, do our normal drive like we normally do. So here we are. This is our career start point. When we start up the map, we are in new farmer mode for this video. Now, I will tell you that in Farm Manager, our start from scratch mode, this is all completely empty. There's no fencing here. There's no gate. There's no buildings. It is all completely bare. So you have a true start from scratch type experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map. Zoom on out a little bit. And let's take a look at the lands section. So the starting farm here is $134,000. So it's not going to break the bank on farm manager mode. It will give you a little bit of a pinch in start from scratch with just $500,000. And then we have field 30 here, which is $240,000. That includes a horse pasture. So we have the farmhouse with a chicken pasture here, our chicken and horses at the start. So we also have pigs down here to the south. We have another set of, well, we have a set of sheep up here to the middle. We got our cows over here to the west of the map, west of the farm. And there we are. So let's take a look at some of these plots. Got an all grass plot here, $246,000. Got a pretty good forested area there, $1 million. Another forested area, $476,000, $566,000. Then we have things like here, section 47 and 46, $234,000. 27, $249,000. We do have a BGA here on the map. We actually have two. Here we have one for $746,000, and the other one over here is $397,000. So quite a number of fields. It looks like 59 total fields on the map. Lots of viable areas. So if we take a look at the prices screen here, you're going to see that we've got several sell points. Looks like we have 5 main sell points, 6 main sell points to take all of our crops, and then a bevy of other sell points that take, random crops here and there. We do have some crop in our silo from the start in new farmer mode. Also have sell points that accept hay, straw, and grass. We'll have to buy the BGA before we can sell our silage and before we can sell our manure or stink water. See, we start out with a fairly large list of starting equipment here. We do have big bags of seed, fertilizer, lime, herbicide, and pallets of various saplings and such. So we'll check those out here in a little bit. Don't start with any animals. And the map does have missions, both transport missions and field missions. So let's go ahead and take a look at that starting fleet. So we start by owning 3 tractors, the Fendt Favorite 515C, Fiat 1300 DT, and the John Deere 6145M. We've got the New Holland TX32 Harvester, and that is paired up with the New Holland grain header. Then we've got the Manitou forklift, Straudeman trailer, and the HW80 trailer. Got the Agrimaz BTC 50H cultivator. We've got the Agrimaz Salvis 3800 seeder. Got the Breedal fertilized spreader, front loader arms, pallet fork, a header trailer, weight, and we've got a couple buildings here. We've got the Countryside Farm, and we've got a farmhouse. Both of these look the same in the picture, $250,000 and $40,000. I'm wondering if this isn't the entire farm. Okay. In fact, let's just go ahead and check this out. Let's sell this and see what happens. Oh my. I just sold the farm. Right? Well, there you go. Just sold the farm. We have floating pallets because that was a pallet rack. All right. I'm going to boot up the map and fix this little problem. And we're back, guys. I have magically been able to roll back time, and we have restored everything as it should be. So let's take a look here at the garage under placeables and just see if we have those custom placeables that we can buy. Nothing in the animals are miscellaneous. We do have a custom farm silo here, but we can't purchase one in the shop. So if we sell the farm, or if we start in a different game mode, we will not be able to get that back. As you can see, we're pretty much stuck with just a custom farmhouse. Now, I will tell you, I did try to place this farmhouse in farm manager mode, okay? I couldn't do it. It doesn't show up. There's no errors, it just doesn't show up. So I don't understand what's going on. But I wouldn't suggest trying to buy that at this point. Like I said, it doesn't error out in any way, but it just doesn't show up. So here we've got our chicken area. Basically, they have taken the in-game chicken area, and it seems like they've superimposed it on this building. Because when we sold the farm, we had what looked like a complete standard chicken area here. But with this farm placed here, this farmhouse, got the spot here for your eggs. We're going to spawn in there. We have the food trough for the chickens. And right here is where we're going to be able to purchase chickens. Let's get one, just to prove that we can get one. Let's see, where is he at? Is he in here? Nope. Let's see if we can find him in a little bit. On this side. Oh, Lordy, somebody left the gate open. We've got free running chickens. Oh my goodness. All right, anyway, let's get back to this map video. So once we come into the main farm here, we've got some nice old buildings here. I really like seeing this building from 17. Could use a little bit of a texture upgrade to there. So we do have a vehicle shop. Let's just check. Yep, there is the trigger. The Fiat is parked on the trigger. There is our forklift. And around here we have a few pallets of seed, fertilizer. We have chicken feed, horse feed, and pig feed. And then around here we've got a pallet of saplings. Now I will give the disclaimer that I do have custom pallet textures enabled on my game. It is not a mod, it is something that you have to place into your game files. So I can't really deactivate it. So you will just see your normal pallets for your game there. So I just want to give that little caveat. Get some more built equipment over here on this side. Here is the rack where those pallets were floating at after I sold the farm. Got seed, fertilizer, lime, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, and pallets of sugar cane and poplar. So pretty much everything you need to get started. Got our header trailer there. Now I do want to check one thing. Where is that? Hold on, I gotta find that forklift. I did like that we've got kind of some graffiti there on the transformer building. I gotta find that forklift. The reason I want to check this forklift out is I want to see if these bales over here on the side of the building are real or if they're just decorative. I mean, if I walk up to them, it says the object is too heavy. I just want to see, are we starting out with... I mean, that's a fair bit of straw bales. Let's see, can I pick these up? No. They're individual bales, but they're not bales that we can use. It looks like they are. Looks like they're decorative. Lots of buildings around the map here, or not the map, but the main farm for vehicle storage. Got what looks like a water fill station here. And then this part of the farm reminds me a ton of a Farm Sim 17 map. Can't recall the name at all, but this area right up here, up this hill, just reminds me so much of a map that I saw in Farm Sim 17. I mean, it had this exact area here. Now, in that map, this was a silage bunker. We're not getting that F1 information, so I don't think this is a silage bunker. I think it's more like maybe a loading ramp or something. Then we've got a tip area here we can tip our root crops into. It is also not a silage bunker. Don't get anything in the F1 menu there. Seed and fertilizer fill stations here. Now we've got what looks like a dump station. I wonder if this is maybe a seed, maybe a fertilizer silo. Oh, I didn't try that out yet. And then over here we've got another area, and this is just for tipping root crop. There is no what am I looking for? There's no chaff trigger there. There's no silage bunker trigger there. So let's just run around the outside here to the horse area. Here's the only field that we own at the start, field 30. Run on around here the back. The shed over here. And this looks like, yep. Let's go ahead and just get a horse. The horse area here. We've got the food trough. Got a water trough. Then the straw trigger is, I assume, going to be around the front also. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Yep, the straw trigger is over here, guys. It's a straw trigger. So what we're going to do is, like I said in the intro, we're going to go ahead and cut to a flyover. We're going to start here at the main farm. And when we get back, we will start our traditional map tour by driving around. All right, so let's go ahead and try this new flyover. So we're going to start here at the starting farm. And what we're going to do is get up to a decent little altitude. And then I think we're going to go ahead and spin around. Just take a general overview of the map itself. You see we've got a sort of a dock off in the distance. Lots of fields. I really like the orientation of everything. Lots of elevation changes. We've got kind of a raised forest off on the outer band of the map. Periodically we're going to see things like this pond with the rock feature there. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and fly on up over here. We've got what looks like a pig farm up here to the north. Just going to fly over that. And we've got an interesting rock, kind of a road there going through a valley. And head on up here to the north. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and then swing, make a southerly swing, and fly down the, I guess this is the west side of the map. Now I'm doing this with the HUD hidden, just so that there's more screen to be seen. And as a result of the HUD being hidden, the PDA cannot be displayed. But I didn't really want the HUD, because every time I'd fly over a field, it would show you the field ownership little square and everything. And I really just wanted this to be, the map experience. So as you can see, lots of the fields are fairly squarish in shape. I know that's going to be a little bit of a put-off by some folks. So here we've got a 3-bunkered BGA, and then we've got a really cool bridge going over here down to another dock area. Now this would be on the north side of the map at this point. We're going to make our way over here across the northern edge. So we just went up the eastern side of the map, sorry. So we're going to cross the northern edge at this point. And of course, later on in the video, when we're actually driving around, I will have the map up to give folks a little bit of a spatial awareness. But we're just kind of trying this out, seeing how this works, to maybe do a part of this during future map videos. Making our way up here to the now northeastern corner, and then we're going to swing down and check out that dock that we were looking at a little bit ago. So we've got a couple grass areas here that we could maybe use for mowing or planting additional trees. We're just taking a look across the map again. Again, taking a look at those elevation changes. It's a really nice map. The fields are not flat at all. We can see various areas of the fields have kind of a bow to them. Now we're coming down here. I want to do a little slow flyover of the town because the town is an interesting feature here, kind of toward the middle of the map. It's a fairly well-developed town with lots of cross streets and whatnot. I think there's definitely an ATM right there. I believe that is the vehicle shop directly in front of us. We've got a sell point down here. And now we're just going to continue on with our kind of flyover, making our way back to the main farm here slowly. Here you can see some of the undulations in that field. There's that bridge. Now here we've got a really prominent feature of this wooded, rocky area. interesting road structure around through there. Not a whole ton of trees, but still a pretty interesting area to ride a horse through, or to ride a Mahindra buggy through, or whatever. Kind of a good place to explore. And now we're back to the main farm. And what we're going to do is basically settle back down on the ground, and we'll get on with the actual more on the ground map tour. Let's go ahead and get our Mahindra here. Zoom on out. And here we are at the shop, which is in the town area, which we talked about during the flyover. But just take a look at the overall lay of the land from this level. I talked about how I really liked the overall lay of the land, topography changes, and everything in the flyover. But you can get really appreciated, I think, kind of more at this ground level view. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the map. And I think we'll start out by just heading up here to the thread factory, which is going to be, guessed it, the wool and cotton sell point. A gas station there. Got our wool and cotton sell point. If we hadn't figured out this was where we bring our wool and cotton, then the objects in front of the trigger are probably a pretty good indicator, right? So let's head over here to the supermarket, which is on the other end of town. Then we'll just start driving around, exploring things. Here we have the supermarket. Fence. The dump point for the supermarket is just here out front. Nothing fancy. There it is. We're going to do a little drive around so we don't have to worry about backing up or anything. I really wish I remembered that name of the map that I was thinking about with respect to that upper farm area. Just don't remember the name of it. Looked at so many maps in 17. In fact, the farm is right in front of us here. At the horse area, and then the main farm there in front. I think what we'll do is we'll head on down south here, or I guess we're going north, and I guess we'll make our way, a bit of a construction deal there. Guess we'll make our way kind of around the map in a clockwise direction from this point. Way up the hill here. Sell point. Oh, what is this? The top out. Looks like we have a picture of the map maybe here on the side of the building. There you go. We do have a picture of the map here along the side of the building. Everything is color coded and everything. That is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. And just spin on around here. I think maybe for the next little bit of the drive, let's do a little in-cab driving. Street signs. Can't really read them, but that's okay. We got street signs. We saw during the flyover, there's periodically there's kind of abandoned, wrecked cars alongside the road. Now this doesn't have a trigger here. Looks like it's just decorative at this point. It might be useful in a later edit, although you have trigger markers here, sugar beets, trigger markers, but nothing is listed there. It's interesting. Wonder if that is maybe a mistake, that something was supposed to have been marked with a hotspot in the XML, but it wasn't. See one of those old cars we're going to find here along the roads. Zoom back out. On in here. This has a lot of, well, it looks like it's a dairy. Looks like a dairy, and it has big old tanks that have the word milk on them. Then it probably is a dairy. On across the map. I'm going to have to swing back because we didn't even check out the other area there. Oh, check out the dip road. Up here over to the harbor that we looked at during the flyover. We have a cotton sell point over here. Right there is the cotton sell point. Northeast port. Northeast port is right here. It's in the cotton sell point. There. We have a road. We do have a road out of here over this really cool looking bridge. Let's go ahead and take this. Take a look at that. Little cruise ship, kind of a tourist ship going across under the bridge there. Coming up to the biogas plant. See if we can make our way around into the biogas plant. We have another gas station here at the entrance to the biogas plant. And in here we have our digester for silage. Right there, you have our digestate pipe. And then we have 3 bunkers. You see when we do come into those, we do get our triggers. Got one there. Got one there. And we have one right here. So we've got 3. Now, there is a sell point over here. I guess this is a scale. It's not a sell point. That's a scale. That's what that's supposed to be for. Go ahead and I guess what we'll do is kind of make our way back across the map. We can hit up on the sawmill. Then we'll run over to the northeast westernmost cell point and then make our way down south. This map has a lot of cell points and they're scattered around a lot. Definitely able to explore a lot of the map simply by going to the various cell point areas. Sometimes we've got maps where most of the cell points are kind of all in a town area or an industrial area, but this one's got them scattered all around, which then really forces you to explore and drive the map. Like look at that awesome feature right there in front of us. Talked a little bit about it during the flyover. So here we are. We've got a hay, straw, and grass cell point right here. And then we have our animal dealer right here. Got our animal triggers right there. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can't make our way across the map and get back on track. I think what we'll do is, oh, look at that cool little pond lake down there with the boat. All right, so let's just go ahead and go up this way. Let's get down on the kind of the roadside and just kind of explore. Oh, some pretty cool details there, like the rock slide. This map is really chocked full of these little details that you don't always see or notice from kind of a high flyover, or even when we are we're doing our driving and we're driving way up above everything. We need to go up here. We need to turn left. That's where we went awry last time. This is the way we need to go. Basketball court over there. Now, it would be nice if these windmills, not windmills, but I guess what are they, wind turbines? It would be nice if the turbines were spinning. They just appear to be static. If they were animated in a way, and it would make the whole, make it feel a little bit better. Zoom out. Kind of already seen this from the flyover, but still. From the flyover, this is where that big grass area was. I think this whole area is maybe part of this forest that we can buy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that and see. Yeah, this whole forest, $1 million would get you these 2 bits of grass areas, and then this whole windy forest. Let's just take some time and drive through there. We'll drive through there at at road level, just to kind of see how things go. These videos are all about checking out the map, exploring things. They're not always the shortest videos. If you want a quick, short look at a map, then typically, probably my videos aren't the video of choice. Looking for something that's a little bit more in depth, then this is what you need. Hold on, I just noticed we don't have any game audio. See if I can get this fixed. If you haven't been able to tell, I did this mod review on over 2 different days. And there we are. Did this map review over 2 different days, and I actually updated my graphics drivers between there. And inevitably, whenever I update my graphics drivers, I have issues where, let's see, whichever way we go, looks like we make our way around. I think this is the shorter path. I always have my audio getting remapped to different different monitors. I actually don't have dedicated speakers on this system. I just use the junky monitor speakers. So looks like we need to go straight. That was kind of a cool forested area with the windy roads through there. Hoping this dumps us out somewhere. Oh, that turns us around. Full lake here. That takes us back around. We've got kind of a building here just off of this windy road that we could use to store equipment, maybe store forestry stuff. So that's pretty cool. There we go. This is going to get us back on the right road. Very cool. All right, let's get back to it. Whoa, the road drops off. We've already taken this road because, yeah, there's the town. Oops. Drive while we try to look at the PDA. Not advisable. Let's go this way. And have we already looked at the cooperative? I think we have, but we'll swing down to the carpentry from here. Check out the pig area. I know we haven't looked at those. We'll double back. I know this map has 2 BGAs. And one thing that might concern me a little bit is the only other map that I have seen. I wouldn't say the only other map, but another map that I have seen that has 2 BGAs. We are playing on multiplayer right now, and we ran into an interesting issue where the second BGA, or one of the BGAs, I don't really know if it's the first or second, but one of the BGAs seemed to have just stopped functioning as a BGA. The player had put chaff in it, had compacted it, and actually blanketed the chaff, to start the fermenting process. And then he comes in one day, and basically he can't see the fermentation levels. He can't select to unblanket the BGA. Pretty cool area up here. Looks like there's another shed back in there that we could make use of. Let's just get down here, kind of roadside, dirt side. So what was weird about it is after I emptied out one of my bunkers, because I'm playing the BGA on that map, the other one, when I emptied that bunker out, he was then able to, we could basically go over to his BGA and see, see the compaction stuff again. So it was kind of odd and almost a little worrisome. That I wonder if, I don't know if there's a problem with that map, or if there's a problem in general if you have more than one BGA on a map. So it might be something to try out. I'm not saying that it's not going to work. Do a little experimenting. This is a pretty cool little back road. Get back over here to the what was it? The carpentry. Saw the carpentry over there. I'm wondering if this is only going to take us up to a grass field. Yeah. And there's another one up there. There's that carpentry, which is a wood chip sell point. Let's see if we can't maybe let's take a shortcut. off-road shortcut. Did I miss a turnoff somewhere? Oh, I missed a turnoff. There we go. This will take us where we want to go. Not too bad of a map boundary. I mean, we can tell where the distance, scenery, and everything meets, but it's not atrocious. We do have the 2D tree photo or background there, but again, it's not super atrocious. It's not like some of the maps where it's like we are right up against the map boundary with our roads or whatever. Here we have the log sell point and a wood chip sell point. We have kind of a northern area to sell logs and then a more southerly area to do our log sales. A couple small fields over here, modest sized fields, and a gas station. And remember, this is where we had the flyover, and we had kind of this road through this ravine or canyon, whatever you want to call it. Like the road has been blasted out of the rock. A lot of rock to clear out of the way for a road. Got our pig area just down there. It's like it's pretty standard farm sim pig area, shed. Probably don't really need to go over there in too much detail because it's nothing. It's not standard. Stuck in here real fast. We've got another sell point and another bale sell point. Also, it looks like lots of abandoned cars alongside the road. Junkers for sure. Just make sure we are on the right path. Yep. On the right path to hit the biogas and then the west port. So almost done, guys. Those of you that have hung in this far, congratulations. I think you are liking the map about as much as I am. So here we have a cotton sell point. No, not a cotton, but a wool sell point. Another grain sell point over here. Nice layout. I like how these buildings are not... you see those maps where the buildings are always either north, south, east, or west oriented? This building is clearly not. Not that. It's just kind of crooked. So, like that. Like when things aren't always lining up to, what is it when they line up, true north, true south, east and west? I don't know what that is, but when things don't line up that way, it feels better. It feels more real. Another forested area back there. More small fields. This would be a pretty cool multiplayer map. What do you guys think? Here we've got a cow area. And it looks like a pretty standard farm sim. Well, no. I mean, it kind of looks like a standard farm sim 19. But, got a water trigger there. But what we've got is... Now, this is not standard at all. This looks like it's a lot bigger than normal. We've got our purchase point for animals. Okay. We've got our water trough here. And then we've got a really big, oh, whoa. Hello, Mr. Floaty Cow. Hello there. What are you floating on? Okay, Mr. Floaty Cow. So if we ignore the floaty cow, got our food trough here. I saw the milk tank down here. Got our slurry point. Got our milk container down here. down the side, we have the manure. We have a fuel. I don't see an icon for fuel. And then we've got horse. Well, that's the back of the main farm there. Just run over here a little bit. Here's the straw trigger. Straw trigger right there. Yeah, they got a pretty big area to roam, other than this floaty cow. Yeah, buddy. Don't know how to fix that, but yeah. Where did our Mahindra go? There it is. Shed there, pretty cool. And like in the, I love the elevation changes. I really like maps that have just these hills and valleys and dips. And look at that great view across there. Of course, I've got my distance, my view distance cranked all the way up so we can see all the way across there. It's just fabulous. What do we got over here? This is the BGA. Another little shed. So I like it, you know, with all these little sheds all scattered around, you could use those almost as a basis for a player farm if you were doing this in multiplayer. Here you've got the second BGA. Interesting design and layout. We got two drive-through bunkers over here to the side. And let's get out and just make sure that those do indeed have trigger. Chaff trigger on that one. Oh, chaff trigger on that one. That is cool. We got the bunkers off to the side. And we come up here into BGA proper. Interesting, we've got some trees there just in the middle. We got our scale. We have our digester and our digestate fill there. That, like, we've got another building back here, kind of off the play area. Let's go run over there real fast. Yeah, we got another cool little shed up here. Lots of these little sheds scattered all around, and like I said, you could almost use those as a basis of you know, of a playable farm. Where did I put it? Still up in here. Oh, I crashed it. That's where I put it. Oh, we got some old tires along scattered around. Pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and move down here to the port. And that's where we are going to end it for this video. Again, this is a... What is this? Like I said, I'm recording this video over 2 days. And let me look up the name of the map. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. So we've got the Old Farm Countryside. I knew it was, I kept wanting to call it the Black Sheep modding map from 17. I knew it had old, I knew it had farm, and I knew it had, you know, so it's the Old Farm Countryside. Again, it is over at modhub.us or Facebook. Modhub.us has the uploaded link, and Facebook has an uploaded and a share mods link. So there we got another milk sell point down here at this port. I think these ships are static. Got a cell trigger. And we've got another log trigger over here. 3 distinct log cell points here on the map. Pretty cool. So guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this map? I did record this video in 60 frames per second. Let me know what you think. Was it worth it? Should I do more of these map videos in 60 frames per second versus 30? We are still at 1080p. I decided that the time and the bandwidth to do 2K was really not worth it. for the few folks that said that they could notice a difference. So until next time, guys, happy farming.